Hi, my name is Tomomi Gariano, a certified Zentangle teacher. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today is day 21 of Inktober 2025. So since this is day 21, like I did on day 7 and day 14, I'm gonna look back the previous 6 days. So this is day 15, day 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, and today is 21, and all these previous days are recorded in my video as well, and I have a playlist for Inktober 2025, so please check it out if this is your first video. So today's tangle is this one, Butria by Ute Andresen, CCT. So this one, let me show you Stephanie's sample. It's this. Looks like a butterfly, right? And I checked the step outs, and the step out is on the show note as well. So this one looks like butterfly. So let me, before I get going, I should show you how to do this one as usual. So based on the step out, you start with V shape, and somewhere inside this V, she has a line and a dot, and then from this dot you connect to this corner and create like the grain shape, and from this dot you extend curved line to the end of triangle, and you continue to extend lines however many lines you'd like to, and you add a little bit of rounding, and you're gonna have this beautiful butterfly like shape. And it's, if you like butterfly, you can turn this to look more like butterfly and play with the initial triangle shape. You know, you can make it wavy if you want to, or you can make, so you start with V shape, and then you can make this line wavy like this. So there's a lot you can do with this tangle, as any other tangles. But I tried in so many different ways, but maybe because I saw at the beginning as a butterfly shape, no matter what I do, it kind of looks like butterflies. And I am not a big fan of butterflies. You know, a lot of people love butterflies, and it's not, I'm almost frightened, scared of butterfly. And I know there's a word for it, phobia of butterfly. I can't remember the word now, but there is a word for a fear of butterflies. Whenever I see a butterfly flying, especially towards me, I'm like screaming and running away from it. And I guess it is a beautiful creature, I suppose. Maybe let me see how I want to do this. I started with an orb in the middle, so this is my V shape, and instead of, maybe I'll do lines. Maybe I'll do just slightly rounded lines. Before I do, I'm gonna add little dots so I know where I'm going. I'm gonna add a slightly curved line and middle dots. So I'm doing 4 of them. going around this circle, and so my rice grain shape is going to be kind of hidden behind this initial orb. Okay, and then I'm gonna connect this, yeah, like this. So anyways, I am just not big fan of butterflies. I used to like them as a little girl. In fact, I even sorry, I even had a little butterfly. I wouldn't want to call that a pet, but I found some eggs on a tree leaf, and I brought it home, and they hatched, and they became caterpillar, and they became what's the next phase of the butterfly? You know what I mean? They change state or shape, and then they morphed into a beautiful butterfly overnight. And that was a really fascinating experience. So as a little girl, I was fascinated, and I didn't dislike butterfly, or I wasn't afraid of butterflies as a little girl. But I think what happened was when I was in, I want to say, maybe like 10 years old or so, maybe like fourth graders, fifth graders around that time, on a biology textbook, I saw really like up close view of a butterfly face, and it just freaked me out, you know, because when you're catching butterflies, yes, you can look at them closely, but not like, you know, looking at through a microscopic view. And it was just scary thing. And ever since, I'm like, you know, this is not pretty. This is kind of creepy. And I guess that image of butterfly really burned into my memory, and ever since I'm scared of butterfly. So thank you, whoever designed the biology textbook that created fear of butterfly in me. So I turned this to look more like flower and less butterfly instead. Because, you know, this is my tile. I wanna be happy when I see them. So now I have another V shape here, and I'm gonna maybe use this to create another one here, or maybe I will create V shape here to see how that works. Maybe like this, and line and a dot, and then guess I'm going here, right? Yeah, it might work. Let's see. Maybe this one's gonna look more butterfly-ish. Hopefully not. So anyways, that's why I'm not liking butterflies. And also, just the way they fly, it's hard to know which direction they're going. I guess that's why you call that, being the social butterflies and butterfly in your stomach and all that expression, this fluttering feel. They just flutter, and it's hard to know which way they're trying to go. So it's hard to dodge if they are flying towards you, and that kind of freaks me out too. So if you like butterfly, no offense, I think they're pretty to look at from afar, but I just don't want them anywhere near me. And quite frankly, I feel like, okay, what's the difference between butterfly and moth? Some people say butterfly is pretty and moth is not so pretty, but to me they're all kind of same. So like when you go on a camping at night, moths get attracted to the lights and they come to your table and all that. I'm like, oh, please don't come this way. I'm gonna turn off the lights. So my husband laughs at me because I'm okay with like spiders and snakes, and I'm not fazed by them. Like if I see a spider in the house, I mean, I don't want to see the big one, but if it's a little spider, I can calmly take them outside the house. I mean, I don't want to deal with the big hairy ones, but if it's a little one, I'm just gonna catch them and I'm gonna let them be outside and be happy. But when I have like a little moth in the house, luckily I haven't had any butterfly incident inside my house. But sometimes moth comes inside the house at night time, even the little one. I'm like freaking out and asking my husband to take care of it, and he's like, I don't understand you. You're okay with spider and you're okay with snake and all that, and then you're freaking out about this little moth, little butterfly. But everybody has their own funny little thing, right? So enough of butterflies. So hopefully, I think this is looking less butterfly-ish and it looks more like something else, hopefully. So I should stop talking about butterflies so that I'm not thinking about them. So anyhow, I hope you are enjoying your Inktober. Like I said before, you don't have to love every single tangle that you do through Inktober challenge. But what's nice about it is, like this one, when I see this my tangle outside of Inktober challenge, I probably would have avoided because of my lack of love towards butterflies. But because this is Inktober and I decided to follow the list and I decided to give a shot to every tangle on the list, I'm forcing myself to tackle the ones that I don't I'm not naturally drawn to. So it's a good way to push myself. to grow as an artist, grow as an instructor. So I appreciate opportunity like this. And maybe you're doing this every day like I am, or maybe you're pick and choose. Are you picking and choosing what you like? Oops, this one got derailed a little bit. It's alright. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're having fun, and I hope you're enjoying tangling with me. Or maybe you're checking out with other artists too. But it is a great way to grow your practice and get connected. So thank you for all your comments and like buttons and thumbs up and sometimes thumbs down, which is a little discouraging, but you know, not everybody has to like what I do. But I'm really curious about when I get thumbs down. I'm really curious, like, okay, what did I do wrong? So if you have like feedback for me so that I can grow how I do this video or how I tangle, I would appreciate it. So please leave comments, positive, constructive, anything. But really, the spirit of Zentangle community is so positive, so uplifting. I hardly encounter anything negative or anything too harsh or criticizing. We're so loving community, so generous community. That's what I like about Zentangle community. And it's just, you know, just something we need. There's enough, we receive enough criticism, not from anybody else, even mostly perhaps from our own inner voice. We are the best inner critics of our own work and our own whatever we do. So let's be nice to each other and let's keep the generous, positive spirit that the Zentangle community has. That really stems out from the spirit of how Zentangle founders Rick and Maria started Zentangle and how they started to share so generously, so positively with everybody else. And there's so many people who do this art, and there's so many certified Zentangle teacher, so many people who do this as a hobby, and artists who do exhibition and all of that. So I'm so happy how this art form is growing. And really, this is such a simple yet beautiful method that turns anybody and everybody into an artist. I love how it has a nice structure. You know, the Zentangle method has a nice structure, yet it's still an art, so there's a lot of freedom to explore your creativity in a very safe environment. Because there's a security, there's kind of, when you have flame work as a Zentangle method as a flame work, it gives you a good starting point, and from there you can freely explore your creativity, your imagination, your touch as an artist, your unique touch as an artist, with confidence. So I'm not talking much about where I'm shading and highlighting, but generally speaking, I shade where anywhere I see overlap, like something is coming over and under, and also where lines are coming together and it looks already dark. Those spots are great opportunity to shade. And also keep in mind the Zentangle shading. We don't, generally speaking, we don't focus on or pay attention to light source, direction of lights, and all that stuff. You could if you want to, but you don't have to. That gives you more freedom in where to shade and highlight. Zentangle shading and Zentangle highlighting is more about adding a little drama, a little contrast to what you just did with your ink, and adding final touch and giving a little more dimensions. Like here, I'm gonna bring out this first flower-like shape forward, so I'm gonna shade around this. So this little paper that I'm using is called Bijou tile. This is about 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters, about 2 inches by 2 inches. It's a small piece of paper that you, even if you do lots of details like I'm doing now, it goes pretty quickly. It's such a small surface. And my daily Inktober challenge, Inktober practice, I'm keeping it about 10 to 20 minutes a day. It's manageable. It's a bite-sized project. It's easy to do this every day when it's in a manageable size. And it's fun to do a big project too, but sometimes, you know, what you started as a, well, at least I guess I'm speaking for myself, what you started as a relaxation becomes a chore and a task if I take up on too big of a project. So, well, something I want to do every day, like Inktober, I try to keep it in a bite-size project. So some videos are a little longer because I ended up doing a little more details, or some videos are longer because some tangles need a little more explanation and exploration. But some days, you know, it's only not even 5 minutes. It really depends on the day. But I'm happy with what I have today, and thank you for watching, and thank you for tangling with me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.